I used to hate that, but I guess it grew on me.
I see. What's good, y'all?
What's up,
I
everybody?
see. All right, let me see. Yeah, let's spend doc.
Let it begin. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm
How do
eating
I do this? I'm
peanut
trying to
butter and
share
jelly.
it. This is crazy. Hold on.
I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all getting a taste of what I do to Chantee all the time on the phone. I just be eating on the phone all the time.
Ooh, a lot to discuss though.
Yo, today was Championship Sunday.
It was.
If you wasn't watching women's college basketball this week, let alone this weekend, I don't know. I just don't know. And then what's today? Today's International Women's Day. I keep
I
seeing
did
that.
see that. I did see that. I did. I did see that. I did.
Women's History Month, International Women's Day. I seen Kalia say on Twitter, it's International Women's Day. Send her 10K. Yeah, that's what I like.
I like that too.
That's what I like.
Let me see.
Oh yeah, we gotta
Really.
make sure we
I did
save
it.
this.
So we.
Okay. Because technology be acting kind of shady now, y'all. What's that about?
We're gonna talk about that too. During today's live. What's up, y'all?
What's going on, everybody? Thank you for being here with us. As always, 21 Titles Weekly Recap, episode 120. Wow. And I mean, it's real simple here. We come on here and we do three things, right? Really here to expand the visibility of women's sports. Obviously we talk heavy about women's basketball, but we really about women's sports on this platform here, okay? Secondly, connecting the community to the business of sports. If you are new here, Chantee is an IP attorney, so the legal wheelhouse is her thing. So we talk about that, business of sports. We are investors also, so we really like talking about that stuff. NIL is very big now. We're going to be talking about some CBA updates with the WNBA. It's going back and forth. It's heating up. Hot potato between
Where we will
WNBA.
win. I don't know.
It's hot potato right now. Okay. We're gonna be talking about the CBA, so we like to talk about those things. We'll discuss some college sports and NIL news, and then we kind of just like to empower. We're talking about technology, and then we get into the culture. So anything that has to surround our likings, music, film, food, fashion, art, anything that we like to talk about, we'll kick it off. So right now we'll go into women's college basketball and conference tourneys and all that shenanigans that's been happening this week and this weekend, right? I mean, if you haven't been watching, we're basically like in the third season right now of college basketball.
Absolutely.
Okay. And that just means that we're in the conference tourney season, right? Where the big dogs in the conferences go at each other, right? We seen today, we seen some things that we're going to talk about, right? TCU just went down against West Virginia.
Shouts to West Virginia.
Right.
Shouts to Mimi. We might as well just shouts to Mimi Wheeler. I mean,
yeah.
Brittany and I was just talking about this before that live button went up. We pressed it, but I can't remember the young lady's name on Louisville.
Ziegler.
Yeah, thank you. She came from St. Joe's, and the commentators were talking during the game, just saying how important it is or this is a demonstration of what happens when you go to another school, but you go up a few levels, a few notches in competitiveness. And I think we could say the same thing about Mimi Wheeler, like, previous tournament champ, 2024, 2025. Then you come transfer to West Virginia. Now you a Big 12 champ, Big 12 tournament champ. So shouts to Mimi Wheeler, shouts to West Virginia. That was a good win for them today. But yeah, we gonna get into. We might as well just get into today's. I mean, the whole week. Like, we're talking about today, but the whole week was filled with, women's hoops. I think it's important for us to talk a little bit before we get into like the meat and potatoes of the games. We could talk a little bit about just conference honors and give flowers to the people that won some honors this year. So in the SEC, Shay Ralph, she was coach of the year. We gonna get into Vanderbilt a little later, but SEC freshman of the year, Aubrey Galvin. I feel like Brittany and I talk about her probably every live, if not every other live, just seeing how much she has matured throughout her freshman year has been really dope to see. And I feel like we've also said plenty of times, and she doesn't play like a freshman. Her IQ is extremely high. And to get this honor in such a competitive conference, arguably the best conference, says a lot. So shouts to Aubrey. Then we got Michaela Blaze coming in for SEC Player of the Year, and then all defensive, Clara Strag, Madison Francis, Raven Johnson. Shouts to Raven Johnson, Rory Harmon, and then Pryor for Texas A&M. So that's the SEC. As far as Big Ten, we got Lauren Betts coming in for Player and Defensive Player of the Year. They absolutely smoked Iowa today. We're going to talk a little bit about that. Jesus. Freshman of the year, Jazzy Davison. We already know what type of impact Jazzy's been making over at USC. They're down Juju, obviously, but she's been stepping up big for USC throughout the year. Then we got Coach of the Year, Corey Close. Then the first team, we got Lauren Betts, Kiki Rice, Jelani Cambridge, who's been absolutely killing also this year for Ohio State. Shouts to Jelani Cambridge. Silas Swartz, we already know what she can do. Olivia Olsen, we already know what she can do. Oluchi over in Maryland. We'll talk about that too, maybe. Ava Hayden over at Iowa. Barry Wallace. Again, Jazzy Davison. And then Sellers over at Washington. For the ACC Player of the Year, Hannah Hidalgo. We're going to talk about Notre Dame too. We're going to have a conversation about Notre Dame. But shouts to Hannah. Defensive Player of the Year also for the ACC or within the ACC is Hannah Hidalgo. Rookie of the Year, Uche Izoje. Sorry if I'm butchering your name, over at Syracuse. Coach of the Year, Carl Larson. Well-deserved. We're going to talk about Duke. Amari Berry, who also had a good game today for Louisville. She came in 6th Player of the Year. And then Cassandra Prosper over at Notre Dame got Most Improved Player. The Big East, UConn heavy, UConn stacked. I mean,
did you expect anything less?
No, because the Big East, I mean, no shade, because ain't no shade, but UConn is blowing every biggest East team out the water. The Big East is not what we've grown up to know it to be, but nonetheless, Player of the Year, Sarah Strong. Defensive Player of the Year, Sarah Strong. Freshman of the Year, Blanca Quinones, who I really am a big fan of. Sixth Woman of the Year, Quinones again. Coach of the Year, Gino. Most Improved Player, Bryn McCurry over at Villanova. Sportsmanship Award, Meg Newman over at DePaul. And Scholar Athlete of the Year, Azzi Fudd over at the Big 12. We have Olivia Miles as the Player of the Year and also the Newcomer of the Year over at TCU. Coach of the Year, Gerlich over at Texas Tech. Defensive Player of the Year, Jordan Harrison over at West Virginia. Shouts to Jordan. She had a great game today. Against TCU, finished with 21 points. Freshman of the Year, Davis over from Kansas. Sixth Player of the Year, Collins over at Texas Tech. And Scholar Athlete of the Year, Jackson from Iowa State. So just wanted to send a congratulations to everybody that obtained some type of conference honors this year.
Nice.
I saw Spin Doc's comments. Yeah. I'm going, and you know how I feel about Sarah. I love, and again, this is no knock to Sarah because Sarah is one of them ones. Be clear. Right. But as far as like, if I had to choose, like right now in this moment, who Player of the Year would be, I would go with Michaela Blakes. Her impact.
I think so as well.
Who Vanderbilt has been matched up with throughout the year. Again, playing in the SEC is they're not chump. The SEC is not chump. Like
it's ways away from the Big East at this point. So I'll say that.
And then the numbers she's been putting up.
Yeah, it's almost as if like a 30 pieces is an easy. That's common. Like you say, oh, Michaela had 34. Oh, yeah, she did. Like it's common now when you see her drop a 30 ball. And yeah, just like you said, the SEC really, I mean, that conference is just is stacked. I mean, and she's doing this every night against players in this conference. So
the best in the country.
Right.
Night in and night out. Finding a way. I would go with Michaela Blakes. But yeah, moving on. I guess Thursday, we could talk a little bit about those games, which ultimately led to where we're at today on Thursday, and not all the games on Thursday. We had Kentucky versus Georgia. Kentucky won 76-61. Florida beat Oklahoma. Oklahoma beat Florida 82-64, and then Tennessee fell to Alabama 76-64. I saw some of this Tennessee versus Alabama game. We gonna talk. I mean, unless we want to talk about it now, a little bit about just coach being in the hot seat. I mean, we've talked about Kim Caldwell being in the hot seat probably about 2 weeks ago. We also talked about how she, all press ain't good press. Like we also mentioned that as well. What are our thoughts about like?
I mean, it's just so. She's only been there since 2024. Let's just context, right? She was hired in 2024. Yes, one of the players, Tennessee players, left the team this week before postseason play. It was the one of the seniors. Apparently, just encompassing. She only got to play in the last 15 seconds of the game as a senior. And usually, the tradition is like if you have seniors on your team, that usually comes in the beginning of the game. You usually start all the seniors or whatever, not right, and then let them play and then put your regular squad back in. That's really, at least that's what I've seen. That's traditional. So for this to have played out that way, it just kind of looks kind of shaky. This was a young lady that was with Tennessee all five years, I believe. She never transferred. I think, or she
got
got
hurt too.
injured, right? She got injured. I believe she tore her Achilles and came back. So just probably a rough journey for her. I'm sure, like with the coaching changes, right? Going from Kelly Harper to Kim Caldwell, but like just too much is happening around the team. Even during this game with her benching Talasia Cooper and her not coming back in the game at all. And she basically said in the post conference, we were just trying to figure out different combinations.
But that ain't the time to do that. That's not the time. I don't think that's the time to try to figure out combination. I don't think that's the time.
Yeah.
Do I think that was a knee-jerk response? I think so.
Probably.
I think so, but that wasn't a good response. That's not the time to do that.
So it's a lot going on over there at Tennessee. I mean, this is sometimes the locker room is lost, because if you got players leaving and then you telling us that Janiah Barker didn't travel with y'all to Oklahoma because she didn't meet team expectations or team standards, and then she plays the next game, and it's like it's just real. It's shaky. It's shaky over there. So I hope they figure it out. I don't know what has to change for them to do so, but she lost the locker room.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's a big reason as to why they didn't figure it out this year. Like, we've seen glimpses of it this year, right? On the court with the defense when they was playing UConn. They held UConn in the first half. Man, extraordinary, and then kind of like folded. But we've seen flashes of brilliance from Tennessee, but it's like they never could get it together fully. So
agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed. I don't have no notes. That was Tennessee, Alabama. Kentucky beat Georgia 76-61, and this is coming off of Coach. I seen a clip where Coach was basically telling Clara Strack, like basically trying to like motivate her, calling her like the worst
superstar he ever had.
Worst superstar he's ever coached.
Yep.
And then the very next game she had 33. Against Georgia. She had 33 points. She shot 12 for 22 from the field, 8 rebounds, 2 assists. She only had 1 turnover, 1 steal, 3 blocks, just a completely stuffed stat line. And she carried Kentucky for that game. Toni Morgan, 14 points, 6 for 11 from the field, 7 assists. Tioni Key, 14 points, 6 for 10 from the field, 12 rebounds. Clara Strack. And again, it's been cool to watch her develop too. I mean, we talk about this all the time with Clara as well, but just seeing how she's developed within the last few years after leaving Virginia Tech, even at Virginia Tech, without playing that much, to see how she has risen to the occasion and has developed as a superstar has been really dope to see. So shouts to Kentucky.
Yeah, and this is also just a lesson for student athletes. Like, if your coach is challenging you and he's calling you out in front of everybody, in front of the team, then that means something. You even though in the moment it may feel like they getting on you, they on your neck, they on top of your shoulders. The growth that happens from the criticism is what we want to see, right? Like Clara Strack could have went into a shell, right? She could have not responded to Kenny Brooks, but he also knew he could push her buttons because he knew this is what knowing your players is about, right? Too, right? Knowing your players, right? Knowing how to push, who to push, when to push, right? This is important as a coach. Also, that these are dynamics that you got to learn. But I love that Clara Strack responded. He said that after he did that, she asked him to watch film with her, right? To sit down. And he was like, those 2 practices up to the next game, he was like, this is the most intense I've seen her in practice, and she's ready. That's right. And that's what led to the 33 points that we've seen, right? You got to respond to the coaches. The coaches are trying to challenge you. Like, y'all know how many times Coach Stringer challenged us?
What? Not to say.
What? How many times Sharana challenged you? What? What?
Crazy.
What? Your coaches are going to challenge you because they see the potential that you have. So they trying to get you to get to that point, So shout out to Kenny Brooks for sharing that with us, because I thought that was that's something worth knowing.
It's relatable and it's real.
Yeah,
it is. I guess we can move on to Friday. Vanderbilt lost to Ole Miss. I don't think people had this on their bingo card at all.
No.
I missed the first half. I was moving around and Brittany caught the first half, but that score at halftime, I was confused. Yeah, Kapow is correct. The score was 89-78. Lattimore, we've talked about Lattimore before on Ole Miss. Hella athletic. I really, really like her. I love her size. I love her athleticism. She stretches the floor. She had a great game. She ended with 28 points. She shot 12 for 13 from the field, 1 for 1 from the 3, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 block.
Yeah.
The girl's good. Also, Cody McMahon. That girl hella strong. Cody is so damn strong. And Cody's, I'm gonna be honest, like Cody is hella strong.
You're not wrong.
With a high ass motor.
Yes.
The girl, I don't know. Like when she's coming, move out the way. I'm serious. Like just get out the way. Because she's gonna go through you. She has no problem doing that. Yeah. It seems like her confidence is hella high since coming to Ole Miss. And we've been seeing it. Yeah. She's very confident. Shot selection's looking great.
She playing free.
She's playing. Yes, that's exactly what's happening. She is playing free. She's playing defense. She's showing up on offense. She's bringing the ball up like point forward. She's hard to guard, and she had 27 points. She had 7 to 6 assists, 4 rebounds. I don't like the turnovers. She had 6 turnovers. She had 1 steal. Tiana Thompson, she had 16 points, shot 7 for 10 from the field, 2 assists, 6 rebounds. Ole Miss, man. I mean, obviously we know they got knocked off. We'll talk about that too, but I like Ole Miss.
Yeah, I mean they tough.
They are tough.
I think they embody Coach Yo's spirit. Coach Yo, she don't back down. And she's trying to build something.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to build something over there at Ole Miss. And
Yeah.
shout out to my girl Joy Cheek. She's also on the staff at Ole Miss, doing a phenomenal job. I mean, I really just feel like she needs a couple more pieces, and she'll be in. She's competing. It's not like she's
Yeah,
not
no,
winning
this
against
team,
it. Like
this
she,
team is competing. Like they are a good team.
I mean, I feel like Coach Yo always has teams that put a good product on the floor. Like even when they when was it? 2 years ago they upset Stanford in the tournament. Everybody was like, "What?" Yeah. So Coach Yo is winning over there in what is it? Oxford, Mississippi, I believe. That's where Ole Miss is at. Like she's trying to build something over there, and I think she's doing a phenomenal job.
No, she is. This
So
was a good win. This was a big win for
this was a great win.
Michaela. I think Michaela was struggling. Again, you watched the first half, but Michaela was struggling, I believe, in that first half. She started kind of coming alive in the third and the fourth when Vanderbilt started making their run. They were definitely missing Passat. Also, that game, she didn't shoot well from the field. I don't think Aubrey Galvin, started coming alive until after halftime as well. So it was a situation where it was it was too little too late.
Right.
They was already coming back from a huge deficit. But again, I don't think anybody had that. And no disrespect to Ole Miss, I just don't think people had the game going that way.
Nah,
And the two go-to players of Vanderbilt performing that way, or lack thereof, like we was expecting more.
for sure. And I also too want to just say because we seen early in the year how Ole Miss did not finish the game. I forget who that was against, but we seen them kind of stumble and essentially choke and lose the lead and lose the game in in the last quarter. So for them to still hold on to the lead and show that they've matured since that game was very big for me to see. I was very happy to see that maturity from them yesterday because Vanderbilt, because Michaela can shoot from anywhere, they always in the game to me. So they did not.
We were texting each other like, let's see if Ole Miss can put a bow on this game. To your point,
Right.
Can't count Vanderbilt out. You can't count Michaela Blake's out. So yeah, this was a good game. Well, rather a shocker. I will say.
Yeah.
And then also on Friday we had LSU beating Oklahoma 112-78. Which again I didn't have the deficit being what it was. Again, a shocker. We seen that LSU out rebounded Oklahoma 45-47. Flau'jae had a great game. She had 21 points. She shot 8 for 15 from the field, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. Don't like the turnovers, but 1 steal. Malaysia Fuali, who we'll talk about more about later. She had 22 points. She didn't shoot that well from the field, but she had 4 rebounds, 8 assists, 4 turnovers, 1 steal, 3 blocks. Michaela Williams, 14 points. Yeah, I just didn't have the deficit being this large for this game either.
Yeah.
But it's March. Like
I'm gonna just say because I can't. I don't. Reagan Biz, stay out of foul trouble, yo. Stay out of foul trouble. Like, it just be the quality of the foul sometimes too. It's like, if you gonna foul, then make it a good foul. Don't do a silly foul, like out of frustration. Like, I hate frustration fouls when something don't go your way, you don't get the basket, ref ain't call a foul, ain't call something for you, and then you go down, and because you upset, you just do something. She gotta stop making silly fouls. For Oklahoma to have a chance this postseason for them, March Madness, she got to stay out of foul trouble.
Agreed. She does.
And Aaliyah Chavez got to take care of the ball.
Mm-hmm.
What's her name? I keep forgetting her name. Williams. Lord.
Sahara.
Yes, Sahara Williams. Sahara Williams, she like the X factor for me. Like, she play well, they play well.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
she bring the energy. They feed off of her. She's a great player.
Yeah,
she does all the little things. So
correct. Another like Swiss Army knife. Like, she'll do anything you need to get done, and don't have a problem doing it. So, yeah,
right. And then we turn around on Friday, and South Carolina beat Kentucky 87-64. And that game, Clara didn't have. They needed more from her offensively.
mm-hmm.
She only had 11 points, which, plays a huge part. Also, Kentucky was out rebounded 30-36. They really miss Clara.
They did.
And Tony Morgan. They was
Mm-hmm.
just lacking on. So that is the takeaways from Friday, which were the quarterfinals. Yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
Duke beat Notre Dame.
Yeah.
65-63. I'm going to be honest. I didn't even think it was going to be this close. I feel like we talked about Notre Dame throughout this year. I'm shocked that they're only 22-10. And that's no shade. I'm being honest. But how the game started, where Duke came out hot. Duke came out hot, started 10-zip. Notre Dame was out of sorts very early. I thought that was going to be consistent throughout yesterday's game, but obviously it was not. On Duke's end, I will say Mayer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She showed up big for them. She had 16 points. She had 8 rebounds, 8 assists, only 2 turnovers.
Mm-hmm. That's what I loved.
Yeah, the ratio.
Yes.
Chef's kiss.
Yeah.
Chef's kiss. She had a great game yesterday. Toby, she had 14 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, 4 blocks, 2 steals. But Notre Dame went on a run. Come third quarter, fourth quarter, Hannah started heating up. I see Mr. SC Breast comment. You know what? They always find a way. They're tough. Here's the thing. Brittany, I mean, I feel like we've been,
mm-hmm.
It's documented that Brittany and I almost for the last 3 to 4 years have been like, yo, I don't even know how Duke manages to get. That's not to say that they're terrible, because they're not. Like, they have an amazing coach.
Yeah.
But they play hard. They play hard.
And they find a way, just like
they find a way every time. So, like, but again, I was more shocked at Notre Dame, because at the beginning of the season, I'm like, I don't know how Notre Dame's going to pan out with all the pieces that have left their team.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of still stand by that. I still stand by that. Is Niele on the hot seat?
I mean, I know we spoke about this offline and just like, what are the pieces surrounding Hannah? Because really, it's really Hannah get the ball and dictate what's gonna go on. Like, you know, what's the point guard's name? To Jesus. I mean,
Who is from Duke?
she's solid.
Yeah, no, she is solid.
She's solid, but like they need another alpha on the team. Like, obviously, we're in the NIL era, right? Like, girls are leaving because of money, right? Keiko Val left LSU. Olivia Miles left TCU. It's hard to keep players now. Like, like it's hard to keep players now. And it's kind of crazy because one of the commentators said this the other day. They were saying like just how now in college basketball, rarely do you see teams grow together. Like just the classes, right? Like, because people are transferring, people they searching for the bag, they doing all this stuff. So Niele and the staff, what is the senior season for Hannah gonna look like? Y'all gotta get some pieces around her for her to have a chance. I feel like Hannah is she seems like she's a loyal player. Like she's not necessarily gonna leave to go somewhere else. Because she's stated before that she's came there to play for Niele Ivy. Like, I'm coming to play for coach. Who's going to play with Hannah? I want to know who's. I would love to play with Hannah. If I'm a student athlete right now, I'd love to play with Hannah. She's not for everybody though. She look like she'll look at you in your eyes in practice and tell you, pick it up. Pick it up. She look like she has no problem being a leader, and saying stuff that doesn't necessarily want to be said. She gonna say it. So Niele, I think it's teeter-tottering right now. It's this, it's tottering. Y'all got to get some players around Hannah. It's
agreed, because that's what that's my gripe. This her junior year. She putting it out. She putting it all on the line. That's what you're gonna get from Hannah.
Yeah.
Night in and night out. But yeah, like other pieces are needed for sure.
Homegirl was exhausted. Did you see her on the sideline? She was like this.
Yes. Of course.
She had the little electrolyte pack in her hand on. And I'm just sitting there. I'm like, that ain't gonna help, girl.
Yeah. But yeah, I was shocked at the turnout of yesterday's game. How it went down to the wire. I didn't necessarily like the last play either by Notre Dame.
Oh man, such a terrible. Thank you for bringing that.
Yeah.
Such a terrible last play.
It wasn't a good possession at all.
Ooh. Very bad.
So yeah.
All they had to do was go to the basket.
Right, because they were only down shooting the three. It just decision making. I don't know.
Y'all don't have to be the heroes, y'all. Y'all can just tie the game and give yourself extra minutes.
I don't think so. I think she wants the opportunity to play with Juju.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I think USC is gonna be stacked next year. They're gonna be stacked.
Absolutely.
They're gonna be stacked. First and foremost, they got Sanaya Hall coming in as a freshman. She's basically the number one senior right now in the nation, and was the number one junior in the nation before that last year. Okay, she's coming into play. Juju's gonna be healthy. Jazzy Davison, Kennedy Smith, like I think
they're setting.
Lindsay,
setting the
she
run.
got something cooking over there.
Yeah.
She's cooking it up.
Yeah, I agree. All right, so that was Duke and Notre Dame. Then we had South Carolina beating LSU 73 77 to 83.
Mm-hmm.
LSU their Achilles heel is South Carolina. It's South Carolina.
It's crazy too.
LSU was up at halftime. Well, before we get there, I want to give a shout out to Nia Latson, because she came out aggressive yesterday. And I was happy to see that. She was attacking the rim. She looked very confident yesterday. So shouts to Nia. Malaysia looked good. She looked good. She was making better. Just her decision making was way better. She was creating shots for other players. She was playing with confidence. She wasn't erratic. She had 15 first half points. She ended with 24, shot 10 for 21 from the field. I'm more so looking at the turnovers, and she only had 2. And she had 4 assists. And I'll take that. But yeah, that's a good question, Spin Doc. Yep.
We was gonna bring that up, Sean, because this look, Spin Doc. That's all Chantee was texting me offline. Where Big 4?
And
Michaela? Where Michaela? Because they didn't show up yesterday.
What's up with that?
I don't know.
I'm serious. Like, okay, like that can't be.
Yeah, I was expecting them to have a better game yesterday.
Forget. And I feel like she averaged more points last year. 17, 18 points. I think she's averaging maybe 14 points this year. Of course, and Kim Mulkey talked about it a little bit, I think, in the post game, how, obviously if your shot's not falling, you got to do other things, which she's absolutely correct. You got to show up in other ways. She had 5 assists yesterday. She had 2 rebounds, 6 points. I think, though, it's not even I think, they needed more.
Right.
They needed more. Michaela Williams, she finished with 14, but she did not have a great shooting night. She shot 5 for 12 from the field. She had 7 rebounds, 2 steals, 2 turnovers, 1 assist. They need more from her too.
Yeah.
Michaela's a junior.
Fact.
She hasn't even reached like her pinnacle though. The girl's so good, she could produce at a much higher clip. And should be. It should be. Right now, Malaysia, she was leading the charge yesterday.
Facts. Malaysia definitely held it down for them yesterday.
That can't be, though. That can't be for them too. It can't happen. More so, and yes, for Florida, that can't happen.
Yeah, I mean, and this might have needed to happen right before the tournament for them to be like, yo, to give them the battery in their back. Because at this point right now, y'all lose a game, y'all going home. It's done, right? Like, So, you know, the conference tourney is really like it just gives you the opportunity to see, like, yo, this is a preview to March Madness, basically. This is the preview, right? Right? I don't know, fatigue, right? But you gotta push past. You gotta push past.
Brittany, you had Brittany.
No.
All right. Then I don't want. Yes, everybody's tired. Everybody's tired.
Yeah.
Everybody's tired.
Correct.
Everybody's gas is almost on E. Their tank is almost on E. Everybody's tired.
Yeah.
Like, not 6 points. Not 6 points. No, it's not It's not. And I don't like to even bring up, again, we talked about her mom and all that, like all the chatting happening beyond the court.
Yeah.
But what I will say is you can't talk all that trash and then you don't show up. I'm gonna say that.
Yeah.
Show up.
Right. I mean, this is a perfect opportunity for her to show up on. This was the time. She could have. Yeah.
Mama Flag's right. Yeah. Kim sat her down during that fourth. Yeah. I think I was texting him. Was like, oh, she's sitting. She's out.
Yeah.
You got to produce. I am interested to see how she shows up in the tournament.
Right.
And of course, we want her to show up.
Correct.
Which is why we're saying what we're saying. She has the ability to do so. 6 points is not enough for LSU to get these wins, though. But on South Carolina side, we should definitely continue to like give flowers to Raven Johnson because she's the ultimate leader.
Facts.
She's the ultimate leader. You know, she let me see how she shot 4 for 6 from the three yesterday. Just a few years ago, again, just to remind y'all, they wasn't respecting her on the perimeter.
Right.
But like a leader and a real competitor, she said, you know what? I'm going to get in the gym and I'm going to develop a shot and I'm going to make y'all have to guard me on the perimeter. And that's what's been happening. That's what's been happening on the perimeter.
Facts.
So now you got to really guard her. Her decision-making skills up there. She knows how to find her teammates. She's going to get players open. She's going to play defense. She's never going to look rattled. I would trust her with the basketball.
Facts.
She had 1 turnover yesterday to 8 assists. 8-1, right? 8-1.
Give me that ratio, please.
This is what I'm saying.
Because
that's just a real leader. She's a real.
Yeah.
Say that again. I'm sorry.
I said no. Y'all don't be taking care of the ball. It's lovely when you see it 8-1.
No, yeah, no. That's experience. That's just experience. The level of basketball that she's played in her college career. That's what that is, and that's what we've been watching. A true upperclassman who is leading. When you need a bucket, Raven's gonna get it if she needs to get it. She just decision making, shot selection.
Yeah, high IQ, man.
High IQ. Heard Dawn say that she's the point guard of collegiate basketball yesterday.
I mean, she has a case. She has a good case from the things that she's accomplished. So
Raven Johnson. Also Jada Richard. Also want to give you your props. Yesterday also holding it down with Malaysia. I really we talked about Jada Richard before. She's a solid point guard. She had 17 points yesterday, shot 7 for 12 from the field, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 turnovers, 1 block. Again, this is from barely playing last year.
Yeah.
She may have averaged six minutes or something last year, something like that, to playing over like averaging 20 something minutes this year.
Mm-hmm.
And she puts in the work. I heard the commentators talking about her too. So shouts to Jada Rashard. I love that she's seeing just the fruit that she's been, bearing. Like she's been showing up for LSU. But yeah, LSU needs more. And again, Jay Johnson, she's gonna have to show up come tournament time.
I have nothing else to
add. And then we had Texas beating Ole Miss 85-68. Yeah. Texas
Texas is just
Madison.
Yeah, Madison. She had a career high.
Yo, she was dogging. She had 31.
Yeah.
31, 11.
Mm-hmm.
11 rebounds, 5 assists. She had 5 turnovers though. 3 steals, 2 blocks. Shot 14 for 21 from the field.
Yeah, I think she just works on 2 things with Madison Booker. Madison, stay out of foul trouble. Lord. Again, she's like Reagan Beard sometimes. Just makes silly fouls. Okay. Number 2. What was my number 2 thought about Madison? I'll come back to it, but number 1, she gotta just be a little bit smarter when it comes to her foul selection, because it's just like she'll just put her hand in there for no reason and then get a foul. Like, Madison, what are you doing, girl? You one of the best players. And let's talk about like mid-range Maddie. Mid-range game off the chain. Okay? To me, she's a 3-level scorer. For sure. I really like Jordan Lee. Jordan Lee played defense. And even she's another person, right? Like, sometimes you gotta just keep working in the quiet. You gotta keep working in the dark. Like, you can't worry about what's going on the front scene, because you're gonna get an opportunity now. That's gonna come, right? You're gonna get an opportunity. Whether you prepared for the opportunity is the question. Jordan Lee, another one. I don't think she played a lot last year. Playing significantly this year. Right? I can't wait to talk about how they played today, because it was even more exceptional.
Yeah, it was.
And the public ain't even get to see the first 3 minutes of the game because of the Duke and Louisville game. They had to report. Everybody was like, this is not a typo right now. It does say 14-0 at the beginning of the game today. Texas, South Carolina. Texas, they looking real ready now. They looking ready. Vic Schaefer, this is too, right? Vic Schaefer was just in the news talking about y'all calling out the coaches because the coaches is calling the team soft. The coaches is trying to rile up their players, and look what happens. They responded. Justice Coulter came out smoking today. Smoking. Rory Harmon, floor general. Madison Booker, at the end of the game, you see her hitting shot after shot after shot after shot. I done seen him get in Madison Booker's face 1,000 times and yell at her. But that's what you gotta do as a superstar. You gotta be able to take it. Your coaches are criticizing you because they care. They responded. I mean, this is what we know, right? This is the culture we come from. Mm-hmm. Right. Horns is up. That's what they say. Horns up. The Longhorns, they coming. They tired of being behind South Carolina. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, no, that showed today.
Yep. I'm tired.
We want to talk about it. But yeah, yes, Bendoc. Absolutely. And then today we had the ACC championship, Duke versus Louisville.
Ooh, such a great game.
It was. Duke won 70-65. I thought Louisville was going to pull this game out.
Mm-hmm.
Shouts to both coaches.
Yeah.
Because their IQ, the
yes,
plays they were drawing up,
yes,
in the last minute of the game, impressive.
Yes.
Impressive.
Jeff Walt's inbound plays, crazy. Like,
impressive. And shouts to the players because they were executing.
Correct.
You can draw up the X's and O's all day.
Right.
Unless those players go out and execute. And
correct.
Which also counts. And yes, Louisville lost today, but come tournament time, execution is important because there is no space, no time for error.
Right.
So, go ahead.
I mean, I just thought this was a phenomenal back and forth game. The pace of the game, fast. I be getting on old girl on Duke, but she had a real good game today. Tiana Marr. I'm hard on her because I think she's a good player. And sometimes like she just makes questionable decisions for me, or I will say earlier in the year was just like some questionable things, girl, that you were doing that was making me just, tilt my head to the side. But she came through. I mean, she had 19. She had 19 points, 12 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 turnovers. But I mean, 12 rebounds as a point guard. And crucial rebounds too. That was the difference too. Like she was getting a lot of offensive rebounds. Like
Duke
offensive
glass today. I was like, God damn! Like,
yep. It was.
They had 19 offensive rebounds today.
Yeah.
They had 23 defensive rebounds today. They out rebounded Louisville 42-34, and it showed late in the game.
Yeah.
Dare I say that may have been like a determining factor for Louisville losing. I mean, I think Amari. Shouts to Amari Berry too, because she had a good game too. 18 points. Yo, tough shots. But I feel like she also missed 2 key free throws.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I also too wanted to talk about old girl on Duke, Riley Nelson. I want to talk about Riley Nelson because this is what we talk about when you gotta have next play mentality. Okay. So let's just remind people, the day before, Riley Nelson hit the side of the backboard in a 3-point corner shot. I believe she was wide open, hit the side of the backboard. Okay? In this game, right before she hit that big 3, plays before that, She shot an air ball. Okay. The young lady is only a sophomore. So for her to come back and hit that three, that she hit that big three for Duke in the corner to have them go up, confidence on 1,000. I like to see that. I like to see that. Old girl ain't hesitate.
No.
Ain't hesitate. She just shot an air ball. The previous shot was just an air ball. That's the mentality that you gotta have. All right, I just shot an air ball. But she just made one of the biggest shots in the game for them to win the game. Right? Like, you can't sulk over what happened in the moment. You just gotta have the next play. Next play. Next play. Delaney Thomas. Hell of a game.
Yeah.
My God.
Took the thought out my head.
Jeez.
Rebounding machine. I don't even know how many rebounds she had. She had 9, but key rebounds.
I mean, it seemed like she had 50 today. Like,
yeah, I thought she had more than 9. Like, that was surprising to me. In this very moment, I thought she had more. But key rebounds again towards the end of the game, Louisville could not rebound the basketball.
And let me tell y'all, that's how we lost the national championship. Nikki Anasicki getting every rebound. Remember Nikki Anasicki?
Yes, I remember her.
Nikki Anasicki. Body. So, yeah, crazy. Yeah. Offensive rebounding. That's the name of the game in championship season.
That is the name of the game. This was the first OT for ACC championship since around, I think, 2009. Also, we had the Big Ten championship. I did not watch this game.
Hold on 1 second.
UCLA beat Iowa 96-45. Completely slapped them.
Smack.
Yeah, they smacked them. Hannah Stuckey didn't even score. She didn't score. I'm looking at the stats now. She didn't score. Hayden, she had 15. Addie Deal, she had 11. And that was it. They shot so poorly from the field. They shot 17 for 61. They didn't shoot well at all. They got out rebounded 37-31. Again, they didn't shoot well. She didn't score. Yeah,
she had a donut
and 3 rebounds, which again, I would expect some more rebounds there if you're not scoring from her. Right. And then I'm looking at UCLA, and that's just balanced scoring. Got the starters all in double digits. Sienna Betts came off the bench and had 14. 14, 7, and 5 and 1 block. Lauren Betts had 10. Neepkins had 19. Hawkes 12. Kiki 15. Balance scoring.
Gianna Neepkins was the transfer they needed this year. She came in and has really done some work for UCLA this year. Like, she came in and it has been very impactful for them. I just wanted to shout her out because, we've been watching Gianna.
No, great. There's, I seen, I think some people was wondering if UCLA should have the overall
number 1 seed.
Number 1 seed over UConn. I mean, they had a tougher schedule.
Yeah. Yeah, what's that? I don't know. I think I'm looking
it was sweet.
Yeah, so it basically said UCLA. So here's their qualifications. Their record 31-1. Their net is 2. Strength of schedule was 4. And now basically they look at quad 1 wins and then quad 2 through 4, really. But she just put quad 2. So quad 1 wins, meaning the highest tier of wins that you can possibly have against the, ranked opponents and stuff like that, Division 1. 18 quad 1 wins and 2 quad 2 wins. And comparing them to UConn, they went 33-0. They have a net of 1. Strength of schedule was 28. UCLA's strength of schedule was 4. Their strength of schedule is 28. They had 8 quad 1 wins and 5 quad 2 wins. That disparity between the quad 1 wins should show you right there, like they should be number 1 overall. 18, that's 10 more than UConn. I don't know. The committee, they do whatever they want to do anyway.
So. Right. So Selection Sunday is next Sunday.
Yeah.
We shall see, but yeah, UCLA looks great. Again, I wasn't expecting them to smoke Iowa like that.
I'm sorry. I did. I'm gonna post it in the chat when I find it, but we are doing a bracket this year, y'all. So if y'all would like to join, I'm gonna drop it in the chat soon.
Okay. Next up, we got South Carolina versus Texas. Texas beat South Carolina 78-61. Like Brittany said, we didn't catch the first couple minutes of that game because we were watching the end of Duke and Louisville.
Mm-hmm.
But in the corner of that screen, it said 14-zip, and I was like, "What's happening?
Right?
What's going on?" And this is the first time South Carolina lost in the SEC championship since 2022. In summary, they got outplayed today.
Yeah.
They got outplayed today. They didn't look like themselves. They didn't look like the team that just beat LSU the day before. Texas wanted it more. I want to give a shout out to Justice Carlton. Mm-hmm. I feel like I've talked about her before on here, but I love Justice Carlton. She's just a hard player. That's it. That never seems. She don't look like she break a sweat. I'm gonna say that too. She don't look like she break a sweat. Big body. Don't be fooled. That girl's strong.
Oh yeah.
That girl's hella strong, and will bump with the biggest of them. She's gonna do whatever's necessary to get the win, and that's what we saw in the first half of this game. She got in foul trouble, picked up a silly foul, I believe, in the second quarter, at the end of the second quarter. But Justice Carlton, I like her game. We also talked about the 3 C's over at Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Talked about Justice Carlton. We talked about Cunningham, and we also talked about Crump. Brea Cunningham, she had 8 points, 8 rebounds. Aaliyah Crump, she came off the bench, gave them quality minutes, hit a 3, had 7 points in 10 minutes, 3 rebounds, 1 assist. I love them. I like them. I love the bigs that Texas has. Yeah. Texas bigs are going to bump and move and shake with the best of them.
Facts.
Then you got Old Acre that's able to come off the bench and also fill up a lot of space in the paint. They're deep in regards to like center and forward positioning. They're deep. And I love when they're all in the, not all of them, but when you have a Justice Carlton and Brea Cunningham, and then you have a Kyla Oldacre, and you can go all big and then two guards. There's so many different variations that Vic Schaefer could throw out there, and I think that's what we also was seeing today. Texas also played great defense today. South Carolina looked completely out of sorts. We saw them just uncharacteristic things. I mean, you had Joyce Edwards inbounding the ball, to Raven, like the miscommunication. We rarely see stuff like that from South Carolina. So I was shocked to see that. We just didn't see that fight or that dog that we would typically see from South Carolina. And I was shocked. I mean, the only two players for South Carolina that was in double digits was Joyce Edwards and Maddie McDaniel.
Right. Yeah.
They shot 3 for 12 from the three, whereas Texas shot 4 for 7 from the three. Also, South Carolina got out rebounded. 26 to 35. Madison Booker had a good game. Had 18 points, shot 8 for 15 from the field, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, no turnovers, 1 steal. Again, we talked about Justice Carlton, and you talked about Jordan Lee earlier, but she also had 12 points. She shot 2 for 2 from the three, had 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 turnovers, 1 block. Texas just looked like they wanted it more. They did want it more.
You can see Preston got the tech after she hit the shot.
Oh, that's another thing. Thank you. Because I'm like, damn, like you can't say nothing no more. The refs don't let nothing slide at all. Why? I don't think she deserved the tech.
No.
I don't like the refs taking away the essence of the game. This is competitive basketball. This is conference tournament time. What you think gonna happen come tournament time?
Yeah.
Like, I don't like that. Let them hoop. Like, she ain't do nothing crazy. She was just talking a little bit of shit. And she was fired up all game. I don't even know if people saw her on the sideline on the bench. She over there chest bumping. She over there doing all time. I don't know if y'all seen it, but she was hyped the entire game.
Yeah.
She was just fired up. So yeah, I ain't like that call. But then with that call, McKeer missed the 2 free throws. Again, a lot of uncharacter, like we're not used to seeing that. And even though they were playing poorly, they still had like a small window to come back. Like at one point, Texas was up by 20. And then at another point, I think South Carolina may have gotten it down to about 11, 10 points, even though they were playing poorly. So the window of opportunity was still there. They just didn't have it in them to really kick that door down. And that's what happened today.
Yeah. I mean, we seen the little press conference with Dawn talking about, the last time they lost, they won a national championship. So she said this might be what they need to be motivated going into the tourney. And like we said, it's always about momentum, right? Like momentum going into the tournament. Texas is gonna ride with this momentum, like winning the SEC. They're gonna ride this momentum. They feeling good about themselves, So, but you also use that momentum, right? I told y'all, like the week before we went to the Big East tournament, we got smacked by UConn, like smacked. Yeah, I think they are gonna have the Fort Worth region with the win today. They said that is a big possibility for them to solidify the number 1 seed in the Fort Worth region. So I think you are correct about that, Mr. SC Bread. But Texas, it's March Madness, man. Right? Criteria. This is what happens if you're gonna win games. You gotta have less than 10 turnovers. 10 turnovers or less, right? We talk about taking care of the ball, right? Rebounding margins. Let's see. It's about possessions now. You seen how many possessions Duke got today? You see how many?
From rebounding.
Let's look at the rebounding margins. If the team has at least, I think, a 10 rebound margin, they're really key to win the game. less than 10 turnovers, a 10 plus rebounding margin, and just having great guards, yo. The guards. It's about the guards. It's March Madness. The guards show up, and we're gonna see who got it in them. Who got it? Who gonna make big plays?
Mm-hmm.
Who gonna make bad plays? Because we're gonna see that too. Y'all know Chris Webber calling a timeout at the end. No timeouts. Michigan. Whoop. Can't do that. Can't do that.
No, we're gonna put out a racket, Mr. Azzi Fudd.
Yeah, the selection show is on Sunday, so we putting out that you can join our bracket so that by the time next Sunday comes, ta-da!
Mm-hmm.
Right? So if you would like to join our bracket, click that link. And yeah, right. 2 injuries, cramping. We just seen West Virginia. Was it West Virginia taking the lemon?
Yes.
That's an interesting take right there, but I'm thinking they just going direct electrolytes. We just because we want to prevent cramping, because really that's an Achilles heel too. Cramping that happens during the tournament because of the intensity and the days you don't rest. Like during tourney time, you going game after game after game after game. It's like AAU. If you play AAU, you know there were days where you had 3 games a day, sometimes 4, and you playing back to back. We got a game at 11, got a game at 1, got a game at 4. So it's kind of like that. That's the intensity that this is. Like you playing back to back games. Fatigue is set in play. I'm sure they was in the ice tub, like the legs. I told you. Massages come down, taking care of the body. So you got to do all these little things. I mean, they even talked about it today with Vic Schaefer and how he's like over time, he's learned how to rest the players come tourney time and give them like, because obviously, you know, legs are a big deal, right? Like if you're seeing the ball hit the front of the rim, that means you have no legs. Your legs are giving out, right? He made a comment today. I've learned how to keep them off of their legs to rest for the intensity of the tournament. These are things you got to figure out, you know, and great coaches figure it out. So tourney time, I can't wait. I can't wait to Selection Sunday next week. I can't wait.
And I don't know. Yeah, let's just go over TCU and then we could talk about, I guess, what we think may be happening next Sunday. Like we talked about, I think earlier, West Virginia beat TCU 62-53. Congrats again to Mimi Wheeler. We talked about that at the top of the hour or last hour, about her winning a Big 12 championship, and then, you know, previously winning the MEAC tournament championship. So this was big for her. And again, Jordan Harrison, you know, she was crying on the screen, but this was big for her too. She had 21 points. She shot 5 for 10 from the field, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. She had a great game. And then TCU.
This is why you play the game.
This is why
you play, because you never know what can happen. I'm a shout out in the SoCon conference, because nobody thought this was gonna happen. Samford beat Chattanooga. I believe Chattanooga was the number 1 seed, and they pulled off the upset. And reason why I'm saying this, because I only noticed because we've been scouting one player on Samford this year by the name of Bree Rivera, and she actually I think led the nation in 3-pointers made, and 3-pointers attempted at Samford University. So shout out to Bree Rivera. Shout out to Samford for coming up with the upset. because there really are no guarantees now. There's no guarantees, right? And this is why I don't gamble. Because I couldn't do it. I wouldn't live with myself if I made wrong bets. So West Virginia, they won them. This is a big win for West Virginia. I'm really happy for Mimi Wheeler. I mean, and just going back to the beginning of the year with when West Virginia had that game where it was only like 5 of them. They had 5 people. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Shouts to Virginia. Yeah, shouts to Virginia. As far as tournament time goes, I think it's up for everybody. Meaning, there's so many good teams. I don't know who's gonna win the whole thing. I mean, I think it is truly up for grabs. While keeping in mind all the factors that we talked about, strength of schedule, remaining disciplined and composed, and maturation, all just experience, all those things matter. But with that being said, like it's up. It's truly up. It's gonna be, I think it's gonna be a great tournament. There's so many teams also that could be dark horses. I think Minnesota being one of them if they get into the tournament. I mean, I love Minnesota. I think they may upset a few folks. It's a lot of teams and it can go any way. But I am excited. I am excited, and I'm interested to see what the committee comes up with next Sunday.
I really don't like these top 16 reveals that y'all keep doing. Like, why? That's what Selection Sunday is for. I don't want a preview. Don't give me an appetizer. I don't want an appetizer. Just give me the main entree on Sunday. Stop with the top 16 reveals. Because it's just playing with the gambling and all this other stuff. Who do you think? Yeah, predictions. They always want predictions. Just give me the names and reveal the brackets on Sunday. And thank God we back on Sunday, because y'all had us on Monday for a little bit, which was kind of disrespectful. Okay, that was that was a little shady now. All right. So come with it, committee.
We shall see. We also going to talk a little bit about later on about the point system.
Yes, the
unit system, because it's the first year in which women's basketball can participate in the unit system. So we'll be talking about that within the next week or two. So that should be interesting too. The money. Yeah. So that was our recap of all conference championship play this past week. If you missed it, make sure that you catch it on replay. And make sure that you follow us, obviously. Thank y'all for still tapping in with us. Damn near an hour and a half in. We still got quite a few things to cover. Are we going to get into business or sports news? Starting with UnRivaled. I seen a clip in Nafisa having an interview with The Athletic. I wanted to play the clip, but nonetheless, one of the very first questions they asked Nafisa was, when y'all started UnRivaled, did y'all holler at the WNBA so that they can invest in the league?
Right.
And she said yes, and they turned them down, which is what I feel like we talked about and was wondering. But nonetheless, I need to actually go read the interview, but I like that she confirmed that. I like that that was the very first question in that video interview. Yeah. Thank you.
I mean, look, if y'all don't want to look, we approached y'all first. I mean, this is just kind of like I'm just so like this is tangential, but it's the same thing, right? Like the founders and the creators of Gatorade, they created it in Florida's facilities and labs, right? For the Gator football team. They tried to bring it to Florida, like, yo, we got a drink that may be a hit with other conferences, right? We just won the title, our conference title, because we was drinking this stuff. And the Florida was like, what? We're not a beverage company. Y'all better get out of here with that. Okay, so we're gonna take this and go with it. Yeah, as soon as they figured out that a couple more other schools started drinking the drink and was doing, University of Florida circled back now. Oh, y'all made this in our lab. We gotta get royalties now. Okay, so sometimes you offer the people, they don't see the vision. W may recircle back at some point. Right. We looking at y'all with a side eye. Y'all didn't believe in them. That's crazy.
But that tracks, because remember they was talking at the beginning of the CBA negotiations. It was they don't know business.
Right.
These players, they're not business savvy.
They don't have no
what they talk about. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. They don't have business acumen. So this tracks that they've missed this opportunity. Anyway, wanted to start there because UnRivaled had an amazing year. So the Mist won the championship from UnRivaled this year. Yeah. They beat the Phantom 80-74. Stewie had 32 points. Kelsey Plum went off and had 40.
40 bowl.
40. Stewie was MVP. The players split a $600,000 purse. $600,000. Now it is beautiful. It's doubled from 2025.
Yes.
It's doubled for 2025. So in 2025, the championship purse consisted of each player on the winning team receiving $50K. Also in 2025, the one-on-one purse was $350K in total, where $200K went to the winner, $50K to the runner-up. The semifinalists got $25K each. The winners of the 3-on-3 teammates each received a $10K bonus. Again, this year, the championship team split a $600K purse. The one-on-one purse remained the same. The league also expanded, right? We had 2 new teams. Also, they added another night of games to play 4 nights a week. Then we get news that the total league revenue is on track to jump to $45 million from $27 million in 2025. Again, we just highlighting stuff. Then they had a Philly stop this year. They gained $2 million in revenue there, with $1 million in ticket sales, around $400K in merchandise sales, and then the other piece coming from sponsorship activations. Not to mention that stop recorded the largest crowd ever for a regular season professional women's basketball game, with 21,490 people in attendance. Then we had the semifinals in New York. That also generated about $1 million in revenue. It was sold out there. We did talk about how, the viewership numbers, because this was a few months, it wasn't even that long ago. It was probably like 2 months ago, where everybody was like, Rivals viewership numbers were down. Yeah, it was down until the Philly stop.
Right.
Once they hit Philly, the viewership grew 35%.
Facts.
And the finals was the third most watched game in league history. All in all, Unrivaled had a magnificent year. Magnificent year. They got plenty of new people invested in Unrivaled this year. The numbers.
Mm-hmm.
The numbers show us what's going on. Alex also tweeted, he's trying to look at new suggestions for next year, wanted to, check the pulse of, what the people wanted. He also said that, we might as well get used to the rosters now because they're not going to be expanding and bringing in any more teams. Obviously, that may be subject to change, but right now he's saying that they're not adding no more teams next season. But they had a great year, and then had everybody talking during a one-on-one piece of it all.
Correct.
Which is something like obviously just. Now we got people, the NBA players talking about who they would like to play one-on-one. It just, Unrivaled initiated a lot of new conversations amongst different leagues. And I love that we're seeing this in real time. We're watching legit like a startup continue to grow and blossom at very high rates at a very quick pace. And the W was wilding for not investing in it. I'm gonna just say that they offered you equity and you decline. So you get a nasty award for that, but it tracks. So.
Yeah. I mean, Unrivaled. It's just been so really nice to see this come from where it's come from, right? Like I remember when we reported on this and it came out that they were going to start Unrivaled, right? Like it was like, man, that's crazy because this is what we've been waiting for. We've been waiting for like alternative options, domestic options for the girls, right? Obviously, Athletes Unlimited started it out, right? They started the little trend. That's the 5-on-5 joint. And I think we need to get more into the Athletes Unlimited because they do stuff differently over there, like with the point system and a player actually winning the entire tournament. Like it's pretty cool, like what they got going over there. But like to have reported on Unrivaled from its like inception to now seeing it grow and do the things that it's doing, like this is phenomenal. I mean, we talk about business on here all the time, right? Like how it's very hard to run and conduct and operate a business, and one that's profitable at that, right? We still talking about the WNBA not being profitable and they about to go into year 30, right? Like, so to see Unrivaled do these things, like you said, at such a quick pace is this is really unprecedented for Unrivaled. Like they're showing us that with intentionality, great product, you can figure it out. And you can make something shake. So, shout out to Fee and shout out to Stewie for even having the guts to, to put up an idea like this, something so profound, and to execute and get it off the ground. And we seeing it is phenomenal. So shout out to Unrivaled, man. They doing what they need to do,
man. No, they are. And yeah, the season's over, but I think I speak for both of us. Like we're excited to see what next season looks like. But congratulations to Fee and Stewie. Y'all have done an amazing job. So that is our updates with Unrivaled. There have been some CBA updates. We did get word that the WNBA, yes, they submitted a counter proposal last night. So I seen a tweet. Who was it? I want to give him Madeline Kenny. Shouts to you, Madeline. Um, because she gave us like a like a timeline of the 8 proposals that's been exchanged this Christmas. And I wanted to use that to build on like a timeline of just a little bit about just a little more outside of like proposals where we've been and kind of where we may be going. So as we know, the original deadline for the CBA was October 31st, 2025. Then in November 2025, the WNBA and the PA agreed to a second extension, pushing the CBA deadline to then January 9th, 2026. Then December 18th, 2025, the players authorized the PA to call a strike if need be. Then December 25th, the PA sent a proposal to the WNBA. Then January 2026, specifically January 9th, 2026, we know that the CBA expired. And then the WNBA and PA agreed to a status quo bargaining period and negotiations continue. February 6th, the WNBA responded. February 17th, the PA announced the revenue sharing has been triggered. The WNBA informed the PA and teams that a new CBA must be agreed to by March 10th to avoid affecting the 2026 schedule. February 27th, the WNBPA responded. March 1st, the WNBA countered. March 3rd, we learned that, Stewie and Kelsey Plum's letter leaked to the public. That's a whole other thing. I wish it did not leak to the public because it didn't show
solidarity.
It didn't. But yes, that letter leaked to the public. And in those letters, they expressed their concerns about how the PA was handling negotiations. March 6th, the PA countered, and then last night, the W countered. And just as a reminder, on March 10th, that's the hard deadline to complete a term sheet for a new CBA. And basically, if in fact there is no deal reached by March 10th, we are facing a possible lockout or a delay to the start of the season. The season is expected to start May 8th. The league would still need to hold the draft, a 2-team expansion draft, and then free agency for more than 100 players. So March 10th is the hard deadline. We'll have to see what happens with that. Also, we don't have real details regarding the proposal from the W last night. I mean, the counter proposal from the W last night. And I'm not surprised because there's been a lot of back and forth within the last few days. It seems like, they trying to find a middle ground. This is what it looks like. We've had Stewie and I think Caitlin Clark allegedly come out and say something like they're looking for, they want to play. Like the players do ultimately want to play.
Right.
But they also want to get what they need too. They need to continue to negotiate for the things that they need within this new CBA. So today is March 8th. There's 2 more days obviously till March 10th. Interested to see how negotiations continue to go. And if in fact they will reach a deal by the 10th.
I don't know, man. At this point, what they got 2 days? I mean, they've been playing hot potato back and forth these past couple of proposals, but I don't know, man. I don't know.
No, there's no telling. So I mean, we'll have to wait and see. We're coming up on a year almost since like the original those conversations initiated back in what, like June, July. So it's been a long journey, and I saw Angel McCautry talk about it ain't looking good. I saw basically that's what she said. She was like, it's not looking good. But again, we're not in those rooms, and we're hearing different things from different people. So it's really hard to say. So we'll continue to keep y'all updated in regards to that. Moving on to NIL news / college sports news. We talked about Kim Caldwell earlier, but I think it's important. And Brittany, you talked about Kiara Wynn from Tennessee, and her being a senior. This is her last year, and not playing or being subbed in with 15 seconds left in the game. And Angel McCarthy has something to say, so I wanted to share that. Hold on.
Seconds left at the end of a game. No, I wouldn't have gone in either. Call me what you want. Call me a mad Black woman. Call me uncoachable. It's pure disrespect. You show your seniors some respect for all the years, the hard sweat and tears they put in, because you weren't her coach the whole time anyway. And she stayed. You know how many people go into the transfer portal? Signs of a rinky-dink coach.
What are they?
They lack responsibility. They blame their players for when they lose instead of it being a collective group. Those are signs of rinky-dink coach. The number one sign of a rinky-dink coach
is
they don't care about you on and off the court.
Oh,
and that I cannot stand. And I'm just telling you this because from my experience, I cannot stand coaches that do not care about me off the court.
I think Kim lost the plot, and in doing so might have lost the locker room. She lost track of the human side of coaching that goes beyond the X's and O's. As a coach, you've been entrusted as a leader. You are supposed to teach. You are supposed to grow these women, not just as basketball players, but as people, as contributors. You know, this was a great time where your team, clearly lacking in morale right now, could have had a cultural moment where if you had the human side of things, you'd identify when there's a chance to empower a player, when there's a chance to highlight and showcase values that are important to the culture of your locker room. And instead you miss that.
I mean, they saying all the stuff we saying. Yeah, if you don't find a coach that doesn't care about you off the court, don't go there. Don't do it, because it's bigger than basketball. It's bigger than basketball. So, I mean, Angel McCarthy is correct with that. Yes, she lost the plot. We just
agreed.
Said this in the
we
beginning.
Just talked about that. Yes.
Yeah.
And those are coming from two previous players, obviously, that play at the highest level as well. So, yeah, I agree.
Thank y'all for telling the truth.
I like hearing it from I like hearing it from them. So that's just to piggyback off what we talked about a little bit earlier. Then we got news this week also that Coquise Washington over at Rutgers was fired after 4 seasons following a 9-for-20 finish in this year. They finished last in the Big Ten. She finished with a 42-84 overall record, failing to achieve a winning season during her tenure. Obviously, we know that it's been a while since Rutgers had an AD. Now they do have a new AD, Kelly Zinn. We also seen a couple of tweets. We've seen a couple of tweets with, information in regards to who they may be considering. Brittany, I'm gonna let you talk about it because this is your alma mater, so you have at it.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we all knew this was coming. Like it was apparent that Coquise was on the hot seat. I mean, being at the bottom of the Big Ten 4 years in a row is hard, and when you lose, it's even harder. So I feel like we knew this was coming. I just want to know, I would just like for them to consider somebody from Coach Stringer's player tree or coaching tree. Specifically, Coach Jolette Law. That's at South Carolina right now. I would really love for her to get a chance to get a crack at the head coaching position. because she played for Coach Stringer at Iowa. She coached under Coach Stringer. She was my coach when I was at Rutgers. We made it to a national championship Final Four together. So Coach Law she's battle tested. I mean, what else do you want? She's been in the SEC next to Dawn Staley for years now. So I think she has what it takes to kind of come in and give a resurgence to the culture at Rutgers. And even Chelsea Newton, who's at Texas A&M with Joni Taylor. I mean, she was also my coach when I was at Rutgers. And she's a WNBA champion. She's been an assistant under Joni Taylor for some time, when they were at Georgia, now that they're at Texas A&M. So I really think that they should consider the culture of Rutgers and what it already is and move forward with that. We've seen that Kelly Zine, the new AD at Rutgers, is she has former ties to LSU. So looking at the LSU assistant coach, they said that's who they're looking at right now. Gary Redis II. I mean, I think that's just because she has ties to LSU. So I think positions in this stature are relationship based, and it's gonna go based on relationship. So, but I hope they consider Coach Law and Chelsea Newton for the position. That would be great.
Agreed. I think those are valid people to consider. It would be great to see that. So I don't know. We'll see who fills Coquese's spot. But I am looking forward to seeing how Rutgers how they progress and move forward and get back to what we've all known them to be. So that's an update there in regards to college coaches. And then we also saw that Azzi Fudd, she signed with the Jordan brand this week, which is dope. She was previously signed to SC30 Inc., which was and is Steph Curry's brand. That contract expired. Want to make clear that she wasn't signed to Under Armour. She was signed to Steph Curry. That's another ball that Under Armour dropped, because from what I've read, Steph Curry was like really advocating for them to sign her, and they didn't sign her. So y'all was wilding. Yeah, y'all was bugging. But yeah, she's really excited about being the newest Jordan brand member. If you don't know, she's around, she's in good company. Nafisa Collier is on there, Maya Moore, Sarah Strong, Kyan Anthony, Bella Hines, Kiki Rice, to name a few people. She is quoted by saying she grew up watching what the Jumpman meant to basketball and to the culture around the game. So becoming part of the Jordan brand family represents that I'm stepping into and the greatness that I aspire to be. To wear the same logo that so many legends have worn is something I don't take lightly. For me, it's about honoring the legacy while also helping show what the next generation of women's basketball looks like. She's excited about keeping the game forward or pushing the game forward while representing Jordan brand with pride. So I think this is a great opportunity from her, coming from, again, the Steph Curry situation and then not getting signed with, Under Armour, to now being with Jordan brand, which is another big brand, and it's a big deal. So this is great for her. The timing is great. This is right before March Madness. And again, like with NIL deals in general, we've seen it both on the men's side and the women's side, how these players could generate NIL deals so quickly during this time, depending on how well they hoop during this time.
Right.
So it's an exciting time, even off the floor too, just to see what brands start to connect with the players. So yeah, I mean, I'm happy for Azzi.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say it right now. Somebody better sign Michaela Blakes. Somebody better sign Michaela, okay? Because y'all wildin'. That young lady ain't got nobody at her door right now. Like, where is Skechers? Skechers, it's the S. Where you at? Where you at? Reebok, where you at? New Balance, where you at? So yeah. Get on it. It's almost spring, so I'm getting out of that, seasonal depression, y'all. Because we going back.
Sing it out.
Yes.
Wait, yeah. No, that's a good point about Michaela. That's a little crazy.
Yeah. Somebody.
No, you're absolutely right. Such a great point. Yeah. So yeah, congratulations to AZ.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
It is.
Big deal. I think she also signed like a Geico something. She did something with Geico also. So they raking in the deals. If you do what you need to do, people gonna come after you. I mean,
we see it every year. Again, even on the men's side, like you'll see, and it doesn't matter. It's about the story. It's all about storytelling. So that's why how you hoop and how you play, how you interview, is also important. I feel like last year wasn't there. I forget the men's team, but the manager got an NIL deal.
Correct. Yep. NC State.
Yeah, but what was he doing? I forget. But
with the boom, he was the hype man coming out, and they got him the stereo.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. It doesn't matter this time at this point.
Yeah.
If it's a great storyline, if it hits, you're getting an opportunity for an NIL deal. So that's, like I said, it's also exciting to see just how brands start to connect with teams. It's something to pay attention to. So again, shouts to AZ, shouts to the Jordan brand. Yeah, yo, Spendoc.
Spendoc needs to be on somebody's board.
Come on.
Marketing team.
Marketing. Right away.
Facts.
He be giving away free game. Dope ideas every week.
Every week, man.
Every week. What are y'all brands for the holler at Spendoc? Seriously.
Facts.
Lastly, we got some tech news. I don't know who got Meta Ray-Ban AI glasses, but if you do, you got to take them off. Take them joints off because it's recording everything you do.
Everything.
And the contractors in Kenya all see what's they see what's happening. And a lot of them don't even want to look at what y'all got going on. Using the bathroom, changing, personal things.
Y'all got the Meta glasses on? Why are you using the bathroom?
Other interactions.
Y'all better stop. Take them glasses off.
Take the glasses off. And the article that we read talked about like the terms and conditions. They can use that. All right. They're looking at you when you put in your credit card to the glasses. They get your credit card information. So you opened up to scamming. It's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. It's even crazier because they sold like over 7 million glasses, 7 million pairs of glasses. So
wow,
7 million people. I need y'all to take them glasses.
You forgetting you opening your bank account, you got the glasses on?
Yes. And it's training AI models. Yeah.
Oh no, I'm disturbed. I'm disturbed now.
Yeah, I was disturbed too reading it. The AI, according to them, the contractors are like I said, they feel uncomfortable, and Meta's making them review and annotate footage, so they are watching. The people have great intentions for purchasing the glasses, and then on the other side, it's like y'all don't even know
what's going on.
Y'all using the bathroom.
Yeah, y'all gotta
I
stop
see
that.
you. When you put your glasses down, I
Done
still am in the room. So just wanted to put y'all on notice
Put
of
y'all
that
up on
wearable tech.
game. Thank
Y'all
you,
need
Sean.
to take the glasses
Hey.
off. It's dangerous.
Mm-mm.
Dangerous. And you wearing the glasses, you agree to the terms and conditions because then you start using it. It's about usage. So
no. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Be careful out there, y'all.
it's
You
nasty.
can forget that quick.
Yeah, it's nasty.
All right now. Wow.
But all right.
But yeah,
That's what we had for episode 120. We appreciate y'all rocking with us this entire time. If you happen to miss us, talking about sports news, business of sports news, NIL news, tech news. We usually have culture news. We didn't have it this week, but nonetheless, make sure that you watch it on replay. Make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you're not following us on social media, please do so. Share our page with a friend. Share our, video with a friend. Share our live with a friend. We do this every Sunday, and yeah, we appreciate y'all again for rocking with us this entire time. Britt, you got anything before we get up out of here?
Just shouting out our family, please follow the 9450. Shout out to K Dot, shout out to DA, shout out to Lauren. Shout out to our friends over at the Best Damn W show. They're on Tuesdays at 9:30 on their YouTube and Twitter, so check them out. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna have a Beyond the 9450 episode at some point, so just keep a lookout for that. I think K Dot just came out with a new Jump Ball and Study Hall podcast episode, so please watch that. And y'all can see it on our screen on our names. I'm Wellness Brit on Twitter. Chantee is Tay Gets It Done 24, and yeah, thank y'all for rocking out with us, and we'll see y'all next week. Selection Sunday.
Selection Sunday. We shall see. Peace, y'all.